Hey guys, welcome to my first video on this channel, and I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of talk about it until later on in the video, so let's jump right into it. This is the Mafex Scarlet Spider comic version action figure. I already took the liberty of cutting open the top of the box, so it'll be a quicker open. You can see on the back there's some really cool poses they've got him in. I'm super excited to see him out of the box, and the box itself is beautiful. Very fitting that this is my first YouTube video because Scarlet Spider has always been one of my favorite characters. So I've already bent the inside of the box a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. Not positive if I'm going to hang on to this box yet. This is also my first Mafex figure. And I'm not sure if I said, I purchased it from Hobby Link Japan. I got it here in about 7 days from ordering through them, and I was very satisfied with that. I've never ordered through them before, but I got this for a really good price. I think after shipping and tax and everything, it was only about $80 US. 82 is more accurate, but here he is. I don't want that head to fall, so I'm not going to tilt him up anymore, but he is awesome. I've never gotten a Mafex before, like I said, and I've heard they had some issues with quality control, and I can definitely see, I can't tell if there's scuffs on the face or, no, there was a bigger scuff on the face, but it did wipe right off, and he also has 3 heads, so worst case scenario, the head I don't like is scuffed. So, first impression out of this is that it feels, out of the box, is that it feels weird. I don't know a better way to explain it. Like I said, I've never gotten a Mafex before. So this is definitely a different feeling than like getting a Marvel Legends or something. And I'm not quite sure how to get this plastic out of him. This is a very interesting thing. Oh, there we go. Don't want to pull too hard. But yes, this is my first Mafex figure. I knew I needed to have it because between the price it was on Hobby Link and just the fact that Scarlet Spider is my favorite character, I was disappointed I missed the release of the Mafex Ben Reilly Spider-Man figure. And this plastic on the torso is giving me a hard time. I don't want to rip any pieces of him. All right, there we go, there we go. So yeah, it definitely feels higher quality than Marvel Legends, but you can also just tell by feeling it right out of the box that it has so much more posing potential. And with some other figures I have, like, I have some Mezco figures that don't necessarily have way more posing potential, but are definitely sometimes better to pose when you get them in a good pose. This is definitely on the edge of, like, you really got to put time to this. He's not just to stand up and look great like a legend, and legends don't always look great, but he's not that easy to pose. So let's jump in and take a look at the accessories. He comes with spare feet. They seem to be magnetized, actually. I don't have anything metal to test that on. Yes, I do. I'm going to lean over by my desk and actually... Yes, these are magnetized. That is insane. I have so many ideas for what I'm doing with them now. That is absolutely insane. So let's take a look at his other accessories before we get to the alternate head and body parts. I just got to find my knife and cut a little slit in this plastic. But yeah, first impression is he's awesome. And there is one thing I know for a fact I'm going to take minor issue with, but I will get to that very, very shortly. So here are all of his web effects, which is such a diverse range of them. I know that ring light's going to make it kind of hard for you guys to see. So I'm going to try to take off this top layer of plastic, because this is apparently the curse of having, or trying to have good lighting. Let me know what you guys think of the lighting, by the way. If it's too intense, if it's not intense enough. If it's not intense enough, sorry, but deal with it, because this is the brightest setting I can get this light to. But if it is too intense and you guys think it is too bright, let me know. And all of the webs just fell. This is going great for my first video, guys. Alrighty, here we go. So yeah, a bunch of web effects. We have this one. We have this one. I don't even know what to call half of these. We have this one. And this other one which is tangled up to it, which they look like 2 of the same one for different hands. Oh, so yeah, he definitely has matching duplicates for different hands. He has longer versions of some of the shorter ones, and yeah, like I said, I think other than this one, I think he has duplicates for every hand. So you can get 2 of the same poses on 2 of the same webs on the 2 different hands at the same time, which is nice. It's a ridiculous amount of web effects. I just found out today that he even came with webs. I didn't look into him much. I just grabbed him because, like I said, Scarlet freaking Spider. And I am also thrilled to just be realizing this. He comes with a figure stand. Now, a lot of people have very easy times finding figure stands. I can never find a good one. So I'm glad they sent one with it. This is similar to some ones that I've picked up, but definitely looks a little bit better. So before we jump too much into the accessories, let's take a look at the articulation. So here, it's so smooth. I don't know how to explain it. No, I do know how to explain it, actually, now that I've thought about it a bit. Legends and a lot of other brands, even NECA, they tend to have the clicking articulation. Like, let me grab the Marvel Legends Scarlet Spider. It's like a pop base, so it's like he's popping into a different joint each time, which I do like, and we'll do more of a comparison into them later in the video. But no, this is so smooth. Like, it feels like a real knee, a real limb. His arms bend so freaking much, it's not even funny. His legs do the same, the amount of range they have. Like, I'm probably going to get more Mafex figures at this rate, because this is absolutely incredible. And I like to always test this. This is like the closest I've been able to get articulation-wise to someone like crossing their arms. I know that's a really hard thing to get a figure to do. But no, wow. Like, this is absolutely insane. My number one complaint, and I will say as of right now it is my only complaint, is I love the fabric hoodie. I don't like the logo being so far into the corner. I know in some of the comic frames in the Clone Saga, it definitely has that more distant look. But I think it would be better if it was like expanded to here at least. Doesn't need to be perfectly center, but it's not enough to like turn me away from this figure, because I do like it, and it makes it seem like it's not just a more expensive version of the same figure. It does make it seem like it's got some uniqueness to it. So I do love the belt. I love the web shooters and the leg ankle pouches, I guess should be a better word. Like I said, I do love the fabric. I'm just worried that over time it might get loose, and I'm sure that's a valid worry. But I'm going to be very careful with this, because like I said, this is my favorite character, and his hood does go up. So, ooh, his hood has like a wire in it? Yeah, it does. Which I don't know how much I like. I think that's more for when the hood's down. And the strings are a bit crazy at times, but I don't think that's ridiculous either, because I'm going to have them in dynamic poses. So you're not going to expect the hoodie strings to be sitting perfectly still on top of him. So let's move on to looking at the alternate hands and heads. Let's start with the heads. So get the extra feet out of the way in the box and pull out his two spare heads. So real quick, just for a closer look, you can see there's some minor blemishes. I don't know how well you guys can see, but there is some minor blemishes on this head. There's a little paint spot on the eye, and there's a pretty visible spot right there. I couldn't tell if it's the lighting or a spot, but I'm going to move him to the shadow of my hand. No, that's just the nose. That is the reflection. So there's only one real blemish on him, and it's barely noticeable, especially because you can't see it through a camera. So we're going to swap him out to the second head. Oh, I want to be careful with that. Like I said, I'm very scared of breaking this figure. Did I just bend his neck joint, or does he have a bent neck joint? I cannot tell. It looks like that, and it's freaking me out because it looks like I bent it now. So we're going to swap to the angrier head sculpt, if I can get it in. Oh, his neck also has its own separate joint. So, like, instead of just moving the head, you can move, like, the neck will bend and rotate, which is very nice as well. So here's that second head. Same thing, the lighting bounces off the nose in a way where it looks like it's a spot, but I really like that. It's consistent across the heads. I do like this head, but the head I'm most excited for, which does seem to have the same thing, a blemish on its right eye. Just a little, like, spot that is not white, and the giant white lens. It's, like I said, not even too noticeable. I'm going to pop that on him. Sorry for doing some of this off camera. I know a lot of people do it on, but I'm not the most experienced at this yet. I've only ever done these for, like, TikTok. So here is the head that I'm going to have on him at all times. This is absolutely awesome. It gives him such an amazing look. It's like a mix between the two. Like, it's not... Like, I want to say this is almost like a soft head. It's small lenses. This is, like, angry, and you can really see the similarities in these two, but I feel like this is a good blend. I feel like he could be... I don't think you could look at this and be like, oh, he's smiling under there, but you definitely look and you could see scary, you could see determined, you could see angry, you could see just neutral. Like, I think this conveys a lot more emotions with the lenses because of the mix of so many shapes and lines. But, I mean, this is Scarlet Spider's mask. This is what I think of when I think of him. So, now that we've taken a look at the heads, we could take a look at the hands, and all of these hands come on these things. Whoa. Swear I just saw, yes, he has magnetic freaking hands. Oh my gosh, I am like over the moon excited right now for some of the poses I'm going to get out of this guy. So here we have these two open hands. They're not wide open, but they're not gripping. Here we have these two thwipping hands, is what I will call them. These two wall crawling hands without a magnetic aspect. And then these two wall crawling hands with a magnetic aspect, which I am, like I said, I can't even explain how excited I am to test that out. So then we have these two hands, which at first I thought were thumbs up, and I was about to say that, but they are very clearly like grabbing. These are to hold the web that's already been shot, whipped, if you want to get into it like that. So that is the hands, and I cannot even explain to you how awesome this figure is. Like, I'm glad I'm recording this because I've never had a Mafex figure before, and this is really something special. I have seen someone, I do have a TikTok account, same username, I'll link it down below. I've seen someone on TikTok get a Mafex, and their first one ended up breaking on them after that, not too long. So I'm definitely paranoid about that happening, but I'm also so freaking thrilled. Like, I genuinely want to get a second one of these. Not in case it's like bad quality, but in case I ever do something to this. So I'm sure somewhere down the line I will pick up a second one of these and keep it in the box for future. So now that I've got this stand open that I don't know how to use, and I'm pretty sure there was instructions. Not instructions. There was a slip of paper with this, I thought, but I might be messing with my own head. Okay, so I'm going to assume you pop this into the stand. Pop this into one of the three positions, and then it looks like you have a, I mean, this is like tight, it looks like it's going to hold him when he's standing up on it. Let me try and pop this back out and flip it so he can face you. Oh, it does rotate in there. I thought it was like a hex-shaped thing, so I didn't think it would rotate, but it definitely does. And then let's try and switch out Ben Reilly's hands here. So I'm going to throw on one of his wall-crawling hands, and that will be on his left hand. Trying to do some more stuff on video for you, but before I do throw that on, I'm going to try and throw the web on, which I believe will just go right under the hand. I hope that's how it works. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world if I have to figure out a different method, but just since I'm trying to currently put it on like that, I really hope that's how it works. So yeah, it does look like it just sits, I wouldn't say the best, but it definitely sits well. So we're going to try and get him in a pose like this. And see how well that, and if this holds this stand, I'm going to be more over the moon than I already am about this figure. Like, Mafex, you guys are awesome. This is incredible. No, oh my gosh. Weird pose at this angle. Looks a lot better from my height compared to him. But no, this is insane. Like, I can't even emphasize to you guys how insane this figure is. We're going to do one more thing with him, and then I'm going to give you guys a couple poses. And there's no chance I'm not testing out the magnetic effect on camera, because I gotta stop saying it. I'm so excited to see that, though. Like, I'm so excited to see. I'm gonna try and stick him to my cabinet, or I mean my desk legs, or maybe even my refrigerator. But we are now going to do the most important thing, in my opinion, in any figure review ever. There's some figure reviews I've seen that don't have these, and it drives me crazy. It is the main thing I look for with a lot of my figures, because I like doing crossover stuff. So we are going to be doing a size comparison and some minor comments on a comparison between him and his Marvel Legends counterpart. He's not hard to stand, like I was talking about earlier. He's not difficult to stand. It's just he's more difficult than some of the figures I'm used to, because he's got a lot more range to him, and his legs can move in a lot more ways and positions than other figures can. So we're going to start with him next to his Marvel Legends. Overall, I like his color a lot more. If he had the full logo on the hoodie, it would be my favorite figure of all time. And I genuinely think it might be right now my favorite figure I own already. But yeah, if he had the full logo on the hoodie, it would be my favorite of all time. I do like this little gadget on the Legends belt, but I like the web shooters and the belts are very similar. I do like the web shooters more on the Mafex by a lot, and I also love the lenses so much more. I don't mind the lenses at all on the Legends. I still love this Legends. This was a gift that I've wanted since I was a kid, so I'm never not going to like it. But here we do have this more defined comic look with the lenses, at least on this head. I'd say the Legends head is like akin to this one mixed with the one he's currently wearing. But I mean, the Mafex overall, like as a figure, is better. But I'm not gonna say this is a bad figure because I don't think it is, and I really do like it. So that's him next to him. Here we have him next to, this is my only Star Wars Black series. So if anyone was looking to compare him in size to them, this is him next to my Mara Jade, who will not stand. She's my only one because I was about to get into them, and then I realized there's actually like a decent size difference between them and Marvel, and that's not going to stop me. I think I still will get some more, but as of right now, I'm not dying to jump into them. I actually use her as a custom. I've been using her as Star-Lord's daughter. Not a custom figure, but a custom character. So here we have him next to the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, who is significantly more buff than this Ben. I think it would be better compared to like the Amazing Fantasy one, or maybe even like definitely the Andrew Garfield one. If I had that one out, I would grab him. But I don't want to run over and dig through my collection. Here we have the Ash vs. Evil Dead Ash figure. This is NECA. And I know NECA's 7-inch scale, but the other figure I was going to compare him to is actually this Diamond Select Marvel Legends, which I know are about 7-inch scale as well, but he's significantly bigger than the NECA and also than this figure. I also forgot to grab one, so I'm just going to reach up and grab this other Ash to compare him to a Mezco. So very well in scale with Mezco. These are both great figure companies. From what I've seen, Mafex has more on the side of like the plastic, and Mezco tends to be way better, like have more like fully clothed figures and outfits like that, like in that caliber. But I think they're both great companies. Oh, and some figures from above might start raining on this collection show off. So anyways, this is a 10 out of 10 figure. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the uncentered logo, but that is not enough for me to give this figure anything less than a 10 because he's incredible. His accessories are insane. I thought the price was worth it just going into this, and after seeing what he can actually do and how amazing he is, I think it's even more worth the price. So I'm going to try and set him up upside down, and I'll show you guys here. All the accessories come with these little bars to hold, which is really nice. I'm definitely going to keep this box. He's got too much stuff that can like loosely run around and everything. So we're going to pop these feet off, and then we are going to pop, what the heck? Oh, his feet go in on like an angle. I was like, I broke it already, which would have been lovely. But like I said, I prepared myself for that possibility. I know sometimes things happen with figures. So here we have him hanging upside down on my desk, and the magnets work incredibly. Like, this is so cool. I'm going to do a couple other poses with him, and I'm going to post them on my Instagram, which will also have the same handle and will be posted down below. So the magnets don't hold as strongly when he's in a pose like this as opposed to the pose standing straight down. But I think if you incorporate the hands into the pose, that would not be an issue at all, because this is insane. This is just so freaking cool. These magnetized feet, they're amazing. The figure overall is amazing. So for one little quick last look at him, like I said, he is a 10 out of 10. So amazing articulation, amazing attention to detail. The quality control, at least for mine, was not too off. It definitely could have, there's a few things that could have been avoided, but it's nothing that even like affects your view of the figure unless you're looking at it from like an inch or two away. So he's still got his magnet feet on. Comes with the stand, like I said. He comes with a ton of web accessories and multiple alternate heads and multiple alternate hands and an alternate set of feet, and also other alternative pieces you could use with the stand. I don't know why I forgot what that word was. So I'm trying to get everything in view, but there is a ton. So gonna have to get that after this. Like I said, incredible figure. For my first Mafex figure, it's definitely going to have me going to Mafex again for future figures. I don't know what, but I do know I'm definitely going to be getting stuff from them again if this is the kind of quality I can expect. For anyone who's a fan of Scarlet Spider, I would recommend this figure. For anyone who's a fan of figures, I would recommend this figure. I just can't recommend it enough. So for those of you who checked out my first video, thank you guys very much. My other socials, which are going to be TikTok and Instagram, will be linked down below. And feel free to comment what other figures are coming up that you're excited to see, and if you have anything to improve my review process. I know order-wise, maybe I can get the order I do these things a little bit better, But if you have anything like comments on lighting or audio, which is currently just through my Apple headphones because I could not get my microphone to work with my iPhone, which I'm going to keep working on. Just let me know what you guys think. Any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. But overall, let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, feel free to like and subscribe for more figure reviews. And there's also going to be movie reviews and gaming content and just all tons of nerd and geek stuff all over this channel. So again, thank you guys for checking this video out, and I will see you guys shortly.